My name is Matt Klinger, and I'm here to tell you the other side of her story, because I'm the man that stood there and sat by idly while she had 2 abortions. The first one, as she said, I didn't know about. The second one, I drove her there. And on that day, I sat in the clinic and wasn't allowed to go in the room, but every girl that came out, I could see the horror and the shame and the guilt that was on their faces as they came out. And that really affected me, but it didn't affect me enough to actually stand up for anything. I just sat there and let it continue to happen. So I told myself that day I would ever tell anybody about what happened that day. For the next 6 years, even after we were married 2 years later, I struggled with alcohol, pornography, cheated on my wife, and lied and cheated through life, just in general. And it was just all of a matter of trying to suppress the feelings and emotions and the guilt and shame that I was feeling from the abortions that I wouldn't talk about. But one day when she went to the Bible study, she came home and she started talking to me about it, and then the Lord started talking to me about it and just said, hey, you know, you're just as big of a portion of this problem as she is. She had the abortion, but you stood by and watched her just as Adam did in the garden with Eve. So I decided that at that point, I was no longer going to let that be holding me down or hold us back from anything. So once we got to the point of becoming Silent No More, and they asked me to stand up here and give you my testimony, I wanted to just really express the fact that men are just as involved in this as the women are. The women are going to be the ones you're going to hear the most of, and we have thousands of women who have come forward and stepped forward and said, I'll be silent no more. But unfortunately, we only have about 300 men to match the 5,000 women who have already signed up. So I'm here to say that until abortion ends, in this country and all around the world, I'm going to be silent no more. Amen.